Connecting the backing on our fly reel to our fly line is one that causes a lot of consternation among some fly fishermen, but it's really quite simple. One of the great inventions that's been applied to fly fishing is these Spectra or GSP backings. My favourite one is fins. I use 50-pound fins on most of my reels. Beautiful stuff, means you can fit a lot of backing onto your reel, and most importantly, a reel doesn't lose its outer circumference as you lose backing on a big fish. And when it loses its outer circumference, its efficiency diminishes. You've got to back the drag off. You're not retrieving as much line with each wind. So if you can minimize that, the reduction of that circumference by using a thinner backing, you're a fair way ahead of the game. It also means less water pressure on a fish. Now, things like this is fins, this 50-pound Spectra. You can fit an awful lot of this on a reel. It also doesn't rot like the old Dacron used to, and the reel retains that working efficiency, but also it reduces the water pressure on the tippet when you've got a lot of backing out. And I remember one fish, we lost 700 metres to a big marlin. It was jumping way out there, and the tippet popped. That was a 20-pound tippet. So anyway, I like this 50-pound fins. Now I'm going to demonstrate how I create the loop-to-loop connection. Now most modern fly lines come with a loop on the back of the fly line. Sometimes it's a big loop that you can fit your reel through, but usually it's a small one like this. And I'm going to create a loop-to-loop. This is a 10-weight line. I'm going to create a loop-to-loop connection, but I'm going to demonstrate it in some of this 200 pounds fins, which I got for loading up my billfish teaser reels. It's good stuff for that. Very little stretch and nice and thick, which means you retrieve your teasers quickly. And here we go. So I'm going to double that up. I'm going to tie a 1, 2, 3, 4 turn, I guess it's a surgeon's knot there, or a variation of it. Pull that up together so that all of those stay even and stay together. And it'll just let it slowly spiral its way down into that knot. Now you can see there's a slight bulge there. That's going to be one of these strands here. I'll pull that one, then I'll pull that one. There we are, perfect. Settle it all down, get it nice and even. Now I'm going to double my double. So I used to tie a bimini there. I used to put braided loops on. I used to do all sorts of things. I had too much time on my hands sometimes. These days I just double the double. I get that nice and even with my finger there, and then it's simply 1, 2 turns. I slide that back down as close as I can to this knot and tighten that down. There we are. Now, being slippery, you can take your time tightening this. You can get everything nice and even. But the important thing that's even is this double loop here. You don't want to have one of those longer than the other. Tighten all of that down. Here we go. And there's your 4-strand loop-to-loop connection. Trim the tags. Good sharp pair of scissors, very handy with this stuff. Trim your tags. There's your double-strand loop-to-loop connection. That is even. The connection load is spread evenly over this double strand into the back end of the fly line, and away you go. I like to make a nice big loop, so of course I can pass the reel through it when I'm doing the loop-to-loop change. Okay, so that's the way I put loops into my fins braid backing.